How's it going, everyone? Recently I've seen an influx of videos on YouTube regarding planaria. If you don't know what planaria is, they're small flatworms that you tend to find on your glass and in your substrate. They're normally around about 10mm long, but obviously the babies are like 1 to 2mm, and they grow and spread pretty quick. In most situations they're not a problem. Fish like to eat them. If you've got a shrimp tank, obviously people tend to only keep shrimp in there, and shrimp won't eat them. If they get out of control, they can, I believe, attack shrimp and eggs, but I can't confirm that. I've never seen it happening to me. You normally see them when your lights first come on. You'll see them on the glass, and they'll quickly disappear into the substrate. The main problem with planaria is the fact that they look unsightly. If you've got lots of worms crawling around on your substrate and on your glass, as I say, they're only around about 10mm long, but when you've got a mass of them, then they do look ugly. You don't necessarily want to be alarmed by having planaria. What you want to address is why you have got so many. Planaria is normally a sign of overfeeding. So if you've been overfeeding your tank, the planaria will race to the food, and they will multiply fairly quickly. So the first steps you want to do is obviously reduce the amount of food you're putting into your tank, and you might see that the planaria will start dying off and disappearing because they're being starved. So that's the first thing I suggest you doing. If that doesn't work and you're still getting loads of planaria on your glass, you can get a product called Genchem No-Planaria. Now I got this from aquariumplantfood.co.uk, where I tend to buy a lot of my bits. It works out, I believe, £8.99 for this container, and you get 50 grams in there, which is going to last you a lifetime because you use the tiniest amount. Is unbelievable. Once you've bought it, you probably won't ever need to buy it again. In the packet itself, I can get it open. You get a measuring spoon, and then inside you'll see like a white powder. This powder is Betal Nut Extract. It's harmless to shrimp. I'll show you on here. Try to anyway. Don't think I'm getting that. I'll just read it out to you. It says, keep planaria away without harming shrimp and plants. It's safe and biodegradable. What I suggest when using this, it states on here, you get control in 72 hours. 0 to 24 hours you use 1 teaspoonful, and this is per 50 litres of tank water. So 0 to 24 hours 1 teaspoonful, 25 to 48 hours half a teaspoon, and then 49 to 72 hours 1/4 of a teaspoon. But after you've done the 72 hours, do a water change, 25 to 50% water change, because if it's killing off the planaria, you might find there's an ammonia spike, anything in your tank. So you're best off doing a water change. Also remove the carbon before you dose it, just to make sure the carbon doesn't absorb what you're actually putting into the tank to treat. And then after the 72 hours, when you've done your water change, put the carbon in there, leave it for a few days to help remove any of the extract that's left over. But as I say, it says it's biodegradable and it's completely safe. I've been treating this tank because I use Biomax shrimp food, which is like a very fine powder for the babies. It's very hard to keep control of how much I'm actually putting in there and how much is being eaten. So I do get quite a large amount of Planaria. So I thought I would try using the No-Planaria. I've been using this now for 48 hours. So this is only a 27 litre tank, so I've been halving the measurements. So I put a half a spoon in the first day. The next day I put a quarter of a spoon in, and then tomorrow I'll put a little bit more. But I turned my lights on this morning and I couldn't see one single Planaria. There was nothing in the tank at all, and even looking around now I can't see anything. So as far as I'm concerned, this is working. I haven't seen any dead shrimp. My plants are still okay. So I would highly recommend No-Planaria. As I say, you can get it from aquariumplantfood.co.uk, priced about £8.99, but once you've bought it you'll never need it again. So no matter how many tanks you've got, this will do them all 10 times over or more. So yes, highly recommend it. If you're suffering with a Planaria problem, cut down on your food first, keep up with your regular water changes. If you still see no change, go and buy some No-Planaria, use it, and hopefully you'll have some fantastic results like I have. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Bye.